Good morning.
Morning.
Will you fulfill the destiny God has for your life? Perhaps you have never thought about it. God had a perfect plan for Moses to lead the people out of Egypt and into the Promised Land. But he stopped just short of reaching the completion of his God-given destiny. It was in the 40th year, and they were almost there. After wandering in a maze for all these years, they were right back where they started from, back to square one. They had come full circle. They were trying to get back on track, but these people had always been rebellious, complaining people throughout the entire experience. Moses hoped that they were ready for a fresh start. The Promised Land was just before them. Would they get there? When the next test came, they were as rebellious as ever. Nothing had changed. The problem they faced was almost identical to that of the 40 years earlier when they had ran out of water. If you see Exodus 17, 1 through 7, it says, "And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys according to the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink. Wherefore the people did side with Moses, and said, Give us water, that we may drink. And Moses unto them, Why chide ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? And the people thirsted there for water. And the people murmured against Moses, and said, Wherefore is this that thou hast brought up out of Egypt, to kill us and our children and all our cattle with thirst? And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, What shall I do unto this people? They be almost ready to stone me. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod wherewith thou smoothest the river, take in thine hand, and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and people shall come, water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Mohias and Morad, because of the children of the cheating of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, Is the Lord among us or not? In spite of their complaining, God was always merciful and faithful to provide for their needs. The Lord knew how to take care of his people, in spite of the fact that they were in one desperate situation after another. In fact, they were in an inhospitable environment. At the time that God entered into the covenant with them, the Lord shielded them with his protection. The cloud and the pillar of fire, he never once left them without his help. Throughout all these years of wandering and rebellion, Moses and Aaron were usually very quick to obey the leading of the Lord. But this instance shows that they had fallings just like we do. There are several things we can apply to our own lives from this Old Testament account. 1. How did Moses mess up? The people were once again complaining that they didn't have any water to drink. It was almost identical to the same problem 40 years earlier, when God told Moses to take the rod, the symbol of his power through the Lord, and strike the rock. The water gushed out for the complaining and irate people. They knew there was no reasoning with these people this time, although Moses and Aaron had gone to the tabernacle to see the Lord about the situation. God was calling Moses to a different direction. Moses was to use his words to speak the miracle. God's answer was there. He said, Speak to the rock before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. Numbers 20, chapter 20, verse 8. Moses and Aaron got part of it right. They went out before the people and spoke to them. But then in frustration and anger, Moses took the rod and struck the rock, not once, but twice. He didn't wait to see if the water would come out after he struck it on the time. one time. He struck it 2 times. Out of a provoked spirit, he was fed up with these people. Maybe there were several reasons for this. Maybe he thought that since this was almost an exact repeat of past history, that this world be the beginning of another. 40 years of wandering around. Maybe he felt he couldn't handle more years of wandering. In closing, maybe he was just worn out from the entire ordeal with these people. They were always complaining about something. Maybe he was grieving because his sister Miriam had recently died. Whatever the root cause of it was, or if it was just an accumulation of all these things. And that's our sermon for today. With our benediction, Pastor Jessica.
Destiny is defined as something to which a person or thing is destined, a predetermined cause of events often held by an irresistible power of agency. In other words, we don't determine what happens with our destiny, God does. God set up a path to your destiny. It is your choice whether to follow that destiny or to say, no thank you, I choose to do this on my own. My thing is if God gave you a great destiny, honor Him and follow it, Just go with it. Either way, like I said, it's your choice to either ignore it or to follow it. God may have put the most greatest things on that path of your destiny, so choose wisely. Amen.
Thank you. Just to sum up the sermon, God chooses your destiny like God chose the destiny of Moses to get his people to the promised land after 40 years and providing them the water. God chooses your destiny. Listen to Him and follow your destiny. And now, to do our public service announcement for the morning, Darlene will, one of our church deacons who keeps this place running, wants to have a little chat about our charity. So I'm going to turn the pulpit over to Darlene.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As usual, I'm here to go ahead and preach the word of a charity. Our charity is Bags Not Rags. Totally the same as always. The reason why I'm saying is the cupboard is getting a little low on the donations. We definitely can use your support. Give us a call. 518-542-8590 here in the great Northeast. We need help. Also, the International can go ahead and help. If you know someone in your state that needs assistance in that, by all means, get on the website, everybody. Give them a shout. Like I said before, these children really need your help. They're looking forward to going ahead and putting their things in bags, not garbage can liners. Give it a shout. Give them a time. And make a child happy. And remember, it's from God's love that you need to do it. Thanks and have a nice day, everybody.